Hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming to Lindy and Shaun Designs. Tonight, I am doing another little video of a journal that I made, and I put some new little stuff in it to make a little better deal with it. And so let's get started. And thank you guys for coming. So I have made a zipper bag for my journal. It's a purple and white theme with the purple zipper. You open it up. There's the journal inside. With this journal, you do get a writing board with a vintage key. You can flip it on either side of whatever you want. This does fit inside the journal. It's easy access to put in any page you want and write your page on. That comes with it. And it is the inside. So this is my journal that I came up with. This is made out of an old handkerchief. And there's 2 signatures sewed in your front and your back. And this is all vintage doily flags with the handkerchief, a little flower. That's a little bitty thing that I made with some lace, some vintage lace. And that is one of my resin buttons that I resined and glittered. So let's stick this to the side. So these journals, I got 2 signatures, and there's 30 pages. So that ends up to being 60-page writing page for each signature. So that makes you 120 pages of all. So let's get started. I made a little bitty journal out of some dyed paper, and it's just sewed in. Dyed paper. I put some coffee dye and some purple paper in there. Then this is your center. And that's your back. So that's the first thing. I will put all this back in there once I get done. This is also all old vintage paper and ephemera. Got some vintage ledger paper that I made. That is like a yellow. I put some lace down the side. Another little tuck spot. Little bitty cards. Some stamps with some flowers on it. Old vintage stamps. Some more. Here's a postcard. Lindy made that for me to put it in there. Some more vintage, 15 cents. That was cheap back then. Some So that's a pocket there. Just some old paper that I got. Another little pocket, another little tuck spot. Got your little card there. Got a paint sample that Lindy sold for me. Another little postcard. I just left it blank. You have an old check. Just an index card for you to journal on. I will put that back together. Some more dyed paper. Another little tag that Lindy made for me. I just got it clipped with a purple clip. So now this is an envelope that I put some vintage purple lace on it. You flip it. You got a pocket. It's got some ephemera in it. You have another vintage check. From the 1950s. Some more little things. Another paint sample that Lindy sold for me. Just some more little postcards and little stuff that you could journal on. Another little tuck spot for all this stuff to go into. And I just had all that clipped with a purple clip, and I will put that back. Here's your little piece. I guess that's called vellum. I like that look. Here's a coffee filter. That's from Lindy's stash that I stole. Another tuck. Some more old ephemera for you to do whatever you want with it. Another little tag. Some more little tags that you could journal on. I just did a little purple paper clip. Some more little journal spots that you could journal on. So I have made, this is a CD holder, and these are my glitter buttons. So I made a little shaker for you. Just got it on with the paper clip. Some orange. Some more old paper. And I made a pocket out of it. So you got another check, a doctor's note, another paint sample, some more ephemera. Made another little side tuck over here. Another postcard. I put a lot of postcards, but that's a lot of writing space. A note. Park Golf Club. So all that can just go right back in there. So I try to, and this is your center of this signature. Here is a letter, an old-timey letter I threw in there. You get another check. I put a lot of more ephemera in it because I showed this one time already first, but I didn't have a lot in there. So I went back and put some more stuff in it. You got a library card and just another postcard. Here's your vintage paper again. Your orange thingy paper. Got you another pocket, another doctor's note, another paint sample, coffee filter, old calendar, 1914, little cardboard. Here's another piece of ephemera. I stamped on the back of it, so you got some lines you can write on it. You got you a bingo card. Some more journeying spaces. Got you two little windows. Got you a couple little tags on each. Made you a little pocket out of the little stamps. Got you a little card that you can open up right in. Got your little flower. Since it's a purple journal. Did some more old lace. Here's your paper. I did a little lace here. And this is a flip. So that's the end of your first signature. Here's your second. Just paper clipped a little bitty card. Had the purple flower on it, and you can feel it. It's soft. It opens up from 1943. That's how old this was. So you get your paper again, your old vintage. I just put a paper clip on it so you can take it off. So you get an old card. Oral Company. Looks like from the 1950s. Some old song stuff there. Got your paper. Made a little bitty thing there. A little old doctor's note. It's the same paper, but a little bit different or how I put it. You got your old from the 1930s. I will put all this back together. And this looks like a cash discount of 1944. Another little side corner pocket. Another little from the bank. Another check from the 1902. And then that is pink. You really can't tell it by our camera, but it's like a light pink. Some more vintage lace. So put your little flower there. Little number card. Get another bingo card. Another little memo of call. So whoever they called back that day. Get another little banking. Another little color thing that Lindy sewed for me. I haven't figured out how to do the little things like this. Lindy's figured that out. She's got to show me how to do that. Another guest check. That is coffee dyed from Lindy. I kind of took it from her stash. Another little card. Like I said, there's 120 pages. Another vintage paper that is from 1896. You get another Union check from 1922. Department of Welfare. Made you another little shaker. This out of orange. That's from my that I glittered and used my resin. I had a little resin mold of buttons. I just used the same paper clip. Put you another little ephemera pack there. This is your center of this one. I left these a little long, so if you wanted to put something down on the end, some kind of dangle, you could. This is from 1911, the oil company. Another little postcard, some other little things. This is purple, vintage lace. Another little tag spots with little big tags in it. So the same way that it was up front, it flips. It's got, this is like a real light pink. Bill of sale. Another little tag. It's got a little bit of fabric on it. Church company. Another little postcard. Got some little ephemera in this little envelope right here. And we'll just flip that back over. And I just paper clip that where it'll just stay in spot. Some more little stamps. Another little envelope. You can do something with that. Another little side tuck. Household financing from the 1940s. Another little postcard. We got a little bitty music note. Another little paint sample Lindy sewed for me. I put another little check in here from 1882. Here's another little letter. Another some more vintage paper. I put you a set of vintage buttons in there so you can do what you want with that. I just went with it because it was purple. Another guest check of Lindy's creation. Another one of Lindy's pink ones. When we first start, you really can't tell it by the camera, but it's really light pink. Theme is all purple and white. There is some orange. Another little vintage card, postcard. So you smooth that. You open that up. Another one of them little tags. And we just put it right there. You'd have it so when you flipped it open, it will be there. I will go back through and put all this back together really nice if someone wants it. So just made a little bitty waterfall out of some different paper for you. Another check. This is from 12/3 of 56. National Bank. That was big money back then, $2,700. And the journal is sewed all the way around. So if anybody is interested in this, please contact Lindy at Lindy and Shaun Designs. Email us. And we do go through PayPal. And just give us a couple days if you do send it where Lindy can check and make sure. I am selling this for $150. That is with shipping included. So if anybody's interested, please email Lindy and we can see what we can come up with. So you get all this, you get the writing board, and you get the nice little bag that I sold for it. This is like a light purple. It's got some pinks, and it's a really like a beige color. It matches this journal perfectly. So you get all of that for $150 plus shipping. So if anybody's interested, please email us and let us know. And thank you for coming to Lindy K and Shaun Designs. And everybody have a blessed day. Thank you. Sorry, I just couldn't get it to work there for a minute. Everybody, you have a good night. Thank you.